You all ready, Jay?
I'm ready as I'll ever be, I guess. You gotta lift the e-brake with your toe sometimes.
Alright, so we're gonna go get some parts to give this a little tune-up. You wanna tell them what we're getting, Jay?
Well, we don't know when the oil was changed last, so we're gonna do that. Needs an air filter. We've already run about 50,000 gallons of injector cleaner through it from our trip home from California, so we're probably good there. Still got a little bit of a miss. I can't really figure it out. I've run my code scanner on it. I've run the PCM and the ECM, not getting a code for anything meaningful, so still not quite sure what that's all about. We did discover, and I verified with my trusty, one of these thermometer, but they have a little red thermal light, laser light on them. The engine's running really cold. It's not actually getting up to operating temperature. About as hot as I can get this thing is about 150 degrees. So we're gonna go ahead and throw a thermostat in it too before we make this road trip. We're pretty confident now that we know the lift pump is running, that we can go ahead and drive it. Even though there's that miss, I'm not that worried about it. It's not stalling and leaving us on the side of the road anymore. So yeah.
So confident that we haven't bought a spare yet.
This is true. Probably should order one, but haven't done that yet. So anyhow, here we are at the parts store. We'll catch you here in a minute. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of the maintenance here real quick. We gotta run up about, I don't know, how far is Burlington? 20, 30 miles from here, something like that, to go to Camping World to get the right Curt trailer brake controller wiring to hook up for the Dodge. So before we go that far, we figured, well, let's just go ahead and do the oil change and whatnot. So here we go. Air filter first. We'll start with the easy. Ooh, nice. Went ahead and got the factory 180 degree thermostat here. See if we can't get this thing actually running more than 140, 150 degrees. Maybe make it a little more efficient. I don't know. We'll see. And what other than a Wix filter for the oil?
All right, Jay. Bend over.
I'll pass this time. I'm not 40 yet.
This oil pan has been hit a few times.
Is it kind of messed up?
Yeah, it's pretty dented.
Okay. Does it look like it'll drain fully?
The plug's on the bottom.
You want to show our folks what you're talking about?
Yeah.
You can hear Sal down here talking about
on my comfy blanket bed. So looks like they have plug right here.
Oh my word.
Yeah, it's been dented a couple times.
That oil pan. Wow.
But yeah, look at the plug.
I don't know how That's no bueno right there. Hopefully it's not affecting the oil pump pickup. I mean, it's got good oil pressure, so I guess not. But what do you think? That should probably be replaced, huh?
Hey, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Good thing we're going to get a parts car.
Yeah, parts car for the win, always. Anyhow, what size is that sucker? It's square?
It's
a 3/8. Okay.
It's about this big.
All right. I think it's just a 3/8.
I don't know if I have that size, but we shall see.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, look at that.
No, it's
No.
square.
You don't have that size.
It's square. It's 3/8.
Oh, so I can use that. You know what?
That's what I said.
You know what? You know what?
It just used the extension right there.
I don't need this in my life.
I didn't ask for this.
I didn't ask for this rodeo burger, and I hope you guys got a good kick out of that. I know they sure did. At my expense.
I'll take 3 rodeo burgers. And the lady's like, a what? Anyhow, let's see here.
Oh dear.
Thermostat housing looks like, I don't know, 8 millimeters or something.
Oh my goodness, they put this on there.
End tight.
Yeah. Oh.
Got it?
Wow. That is no joke.
Once you're done draining that, then we'll do the oil filtre.
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 Yeah, they had to have put a jack here or something, because this is no bueno.
Like you said, good thing we're getting a parts car.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very fun to change, though.
No, it doesn't.
So, as it goes under the cross member. We're going to go ahead and go with the old Dello 400. It's got vitamins and minerals and things like that. Shout out to Derek at Vice Grip Garage. Dello 400. I think he actually uses, I don't know, maybe just whatever's on sale. I don't know. This was what was on sale today.
Hey, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Can you hand me a rag?
A rag?
Yeah.
That's no way to talk about that. Hey, a rag might be a tall order. Actually, I got some right here in the rag bin of all places. That would be a good place to keep rags, would be where they should go.
Gracias.
Gracias. Is it done yet?
It's pretty close. Did you open the cap?
I just did now.
Wow, rookie. You need to be like that one place.
Jiffy Lube?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I do have to admit I have been to a Jiffy Lube maybe once or twice in my life. You know, I know somebody who went to Oil Can Henry's to get the oil changed on I think it was a Chevy Blazer. It's like a 4.3 liter V6. So they go in there, and actually I know 2 stories of similar things. Anyhow, Chevy Blazer goes into Oil Can Henry's, gets the oil changed, on her way, and I think it was maybe, I think she drove it 6 or 7 miles, they said. The oil filter came off. They used the wrong oil filter, which apparently they drove back and they found the oil filter on the side of the road, and it was similar in size and everything to the original, but the threads were a little bit different. So it went on there just enough, and then she got a few blocks away and the oil pressure blew the thing off, and course, it ruined the engine, you know. And this was like a 60,000 mile, really nice Blazer back at that time. So Oil Can Henry's had to pay for a new engine for that Blazer. Always lube your gaskets, folks. You change your oil filter, they can leak. Dip it in the old engine oil.
Just treat it like
a little. Some people just. I mean, I don't know. Comment below. Let me know. Do you take the gasket out like I just did, and lube it all the way around, or do you just stick a little on the top? You know, I've seen it done both ways. I've always pulled it out and done it, and I've never had a leaky oil filter. But I don't know. I'm curious.
Perfect example. We didn't do that for the fuel filter.
Yeah, but that was the pressure that like blew the thing out.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm always right. The angle is not so good here with this air intake boot in the way. And my hands actually aren't working very good today.
Get a lifted truck, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Not for the midget.
You got it?
I'll give it a whirl.
Okay.
Whirl. All right. Where is it go?
Just straight up from where it is, basically.
Oh, really? Is that what she said?
Mm-hmm. Straight up. And no, I didn't write the mileage and date on the filter. Some people like to do that. I generally like to just record it on a piece of paper and have kind of a running tally, and I just keep that in the glove box. Anytime I change a filter, oil, or whatever, I just write the date and mileage on it and just keep it with the car. I've seen people do Excel spreadsheets and get all technical and fancy about it. I just write it down.
Oh,
do you need me to get in there and do it, Sal?
Yeah, I do. No, I really wanted to take it out to write the date on here. So I took it out.
Yeah, same. Look at those skills.
Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah.
I just needed you to say, you need me to do that? Gave me the right motivation, Jay.
It's not a complete job unless you drop a little oil on the exhaust manifold. That's just part of it, you know? Did you get it in tight?
I have not.
You knew exactly what I was going to ask.
I knew it. I knew it was coming, so I just had to respond quickly.
No.
You want to end tight or just tight?
I would do it untight.
A two-hander?
I think what we'll do here
All right.
is put about 10 quarts in, and then we'll check it out. Okay, so we've got 10 quarts in. I would suggest we
Turn it on.
probably start it at this point, let the oil pressure come up.
Make
then we'll
sure
top
that
it
I
off.
tightened everything. I see a big puddle on the floor. We did it right.
Yep. See a bunch of leaking and oil spraying out everywhere.
I mean, if you're gonna make it leak, you might as well make it leak really, really good. Don't you think,
right.
Jay? Just like the fuel.
Go all the way
filter
or go home.
experience. Yep. Ready?
Yep.
Whoa, she already runs better.
See what?
I said, whoa, she already runs better.
Yeah.
That's psychological. Well, there she goes again. Rah, rah, rah.
Okay, shut her off. Let it sit for a second.
Damn, look at all those leaks.
So, last step for today before we head out to get our supplies is let's change this thermostat real quick. Coolant actually doesn't look all that well, so all that great. It's just kind of not bright green, so let's plan on doing a coolant flush at some point. But for now, we're just gonna pull this off. I don't think we'll leak a little bit out because it's there, but shouldn't be too bad. So anyhow, you wanna pull that sucker off of there?
Where? He acts like I know what I'm doing.
You should just know. Instinctually.
You should just know things. Like rodeo burger.
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Uh-huh.
This guy?
That guy.
Okie dokie.
I will get the oil drain pans out of the way so we don't step in them.
I know you guys can't tell since I always have all the answers, but I don't really know all that much about mechanics. Jay's the one that knows most.
He doesn't give himself enough credit, though. He doesn't give himself enough credit. Except when we're talking about racing engines and minivans.
Oh,
now you
geez.
can edit that out.
Oh, jeez.
That's a story for another time. Or not. I'll leave that up to you.
I think you've already told that story.
Did I?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember what video I told that in then. Let's see.
It's a little more.
Well, it's right there.
Oh.
This is why you always...
Never follow the book.
You check. It's actually like basically full with
10 quarts.
10 quarts or just a drop over 10 quarts according to the stick. So I think we can, look at that. It went right through. Anyhow, so it's good to go.
However,
Now if I would have put the full 11 in, it would actually be a little over full.
I think part of that is
The dented pan.
Yeah, so that might have some of the residual.
But still, that's taking up some volume.
Yeah, that's true.
That pan is bad enough. I think we should probably replace it.
I concur.
Plus, it looked like it was seeping. The gasket was seeping a little bit, so not a bad idea to pick up a new Cummins oil
Right.
pan.
So now that I've done that, now what? Just lift it up?
Yep, and it's gonna gush all over the place.
Should I put a thing underneath? Or?
So I would just lift it up and
Okay, ready?
ready as I'll ever be.
Oh, lovely.
Fountain. Nom, 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 nom.
She's a squirter.
You said it, not me. So,
Hey, do we have to get a gasket for this? It looks like it has a gasket
here.
on it. Oh,
O-ring.
I knew that.
Now we orient this. This is a
That
stock filter.
Looks nasty. Why is it that color?
Watch your eyes. Yeah, it needs to be changed. So,
Can you tell it's damaged or not?
no. This does have the little check ball BB things in there. This is a I believe that says 190. I was under the impression that this year of truck, I think maybe in the 3rd gen, somewhere up in there, the 5.9 may have gone to the 190, but I thought this was supposed to be a 180, and that's what we bought, was a 180. That's what the parts counter computer said too, so we're doing a 180.
So I've got a question.
I'm gonna keep this. Yes, sir.
Is there a particular way it needs to go?
I don't think so. I'll just put it the way it was. See this.
And is this lifted because of the temperature change?
Let me see.
Because that looks different than that. It's like almost like it's open already.
Well, and that's the problem, is that it was bypassing.
Okay.
Well, see, that's how it works.
Like with the pressure, it lifts the valve or something? Okay.
Well, and look at there. So this is completely cold. It should be closed. You can see daylight through there. See that?
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Big time. This has failed.
Okay.
That's why the truck wouldn't come up to operating temperature. So that spring, that's why you have to be careful. See, this could go in this way.
Yeah.
Well, it might not fit in there. No, it could, but that would be backwards. So it goes this way.
So when it builds up pressure, it pushes
measures
that valve up?
Yeah. It runs off the temperature in the engine block, and when it gets to 180 degrees, it opens. Sorry for the garbage truck noise. So anyhow, we can button this back up. I'll go ahead and throw this away. We can see that it's no good.
See, I taught him something new.
I will go get some coolant to top this off.
All right, sounds good.
And then we'll be on our way.
On our merry way.
To Camping World. Untighten and snap them off.
Yeah, that's why we got a parts car. Sometimes it's a good and sometimes it's a shit.
Yeah.
Well, the GoPro died on us.
Yeah, we just, burped the coolant and topped it off. Kind of new to this 24-valve Cummins world. Had a 12-valve a while back that I sold to my aunt and uncle. They still have it. Personally, I like a 12-valve better. It doesn't have all the electronics and garbage on it. It's got the P-pump, you can mechanically tune it. This is a little different game for me, and anyhow. It just got a little bit of a rough idle. It's smooth as butter when it's cold. Once it hits that, closed loop, when it gets to a certain temperature, it'll kind of right? Am I right? I mimic that pretty well.
Yeah.
So
How did you do it?
kind of stutters along. It does smooth out. It comes and goes, I should say.
Yeah. It's like intermittent.
Intermittent thing, exactly. I don't know. No check engine light, no codes so far.
I'm really not worried about it though.
I've checked the. Maybe I should go through that earlier. I can get my scanner out. We'll go into the live data, and I'll show you the live data. Maybe somebody can point out, hey, this doesn't look right, or this looks right. So I'm charging at about 13.2 volts. Both batteries are good. I've tested them with my meter. The battery cables look like garbage, but they are working. So both batteries are charging evenly. One thing that was suspect, or I guess there were two things that stood out to me that looked suspect. And again, I'm using a cheap Autel MaxiDOS scanner. It's not, it's a several-year-old model, and I don't, it's not like the Chrysler DRB3 or whatever that thing's called. But anyhow, one thing, is that it says ECM voltage 13.2, which is what the alternator's charging at. But then it says, there's another column in live data that says fuel injection pump voltage, and it's like 11.1 or 2. Is that weird? Is the VP44 registering a lower voltage in the system somehow, or is there a problem there, or is that supposed to be like that? I have no idea. And the other thing is, boost pressure at idle is like 14 psi, which doesn't seem right to me. So either my scanner is reading the barometric pressure as boost and it's saying that it's 14 psi. It could just be my scanner, because 14 pounds of boost at idle doesn't sound right. It shouldn't probably be making any boost at idle, or very, very little. So, and when I drive it floored in third gear or so, it gets up to like 35 psi according to the scanner. Does that sound right? I don't know, let me know. I'm just learning about this thing, so.
You're doing a fine job at it. I almost pulled it in like I was doing a 6.
You're going for 6th gear?
Going for reverse.
Yeah, she's the 5-speed flavor. Not
When you get in so many cars, especially when you're around this guy, and you're foreign BMWs, and they have 7, 8, 9 gears.
So anyhow, we're gonna drive here it's about a half-hour drive or so up to Camping World. We're gonna get our Curt brake controller, trailer brake controller wiring. That's an adapter for a Dodge, and we'll be back. We'll turn the camera back on if anything interesting happens, but we'll see you here in a little bit. My word.
What's it called?
Camping World in Burlington, Washington.
What happened?
I don't even know what that lady's name was. Did you catch her name?
No, I didn't, but we should have taken the GoPro in there.
We should have taken the GoPro in. We had to call. Sal went in, got the store manager, and I called corporate, and I had corporate on the phone with me while I went back to the counter. So anyway, we get there. The order's ready, okay? Our trailer brake controller, $10. The order's done. It's sitting there behind the counter. I said, hi, I'm James here. I'm here to pick up the order I placed. She goes, oh yeah, I just got that. Now they send an email. Your order's ready to pick up. Anyhow, see here, look here. I'm going to read this real quick. Bring in valid photo ID in addition to the card used to make your purchase, and have your order number ready. Well, I had the order number. Where's the order number? I just have to make sure I check this real quick. Anyhow, there's some automated email system, supposedly, and even corporate told me, they're like, yeah, sometimes the email doesn't come through. So my order's ready. It's prepaid last night. All I need to do is show my ID and the credit card I used to purchase it, and they hand it over. The part is sitting there. The lady won't give it to me. Well, did you receive the automated email? Well, no, not yet. Well, I can't give it to you then. I said, excuse me? I said, I've already paid for it. I said, what's the issue? I'm very nice with people. I didn't go in there huffy or rude. Plus, I had my face diaper on, so she couldn't even see my facial expression anyhow. So, she's like, sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. And I think I just said, this is ridiculous. So I stepped away from the sales counter and I called the corporate office. And there was a very, very nice lady at Camping World customer service, the headquarters. Her name's Rebecca. Shout out to her. She was very helpful. And I just said, I'm having a problem picking up an order at the local store. She goes, what's your name and phone number? She goes, oh yeah, I can see your order's ready for pickup. And I said, I know. It's behind the counter and they won't give it to me. She says, that what? She goes, that's ridiculous. So she goes, I'll send you an email right now from my personal email with a screenshot of the order. I said, that would be helpful. And I said, can you please stay on the phone with me? I'm going to walk back in the store up to the counter. And she goes, oh, by all means, I'll stay on the phone. So I left her on speaker. And the same lady behind the counter was huffy and rude, like, oh, here's this guy again. And I said, excuse me, I have the customer service on the phone for Camping World here for corporate. And they told me that all I need to do is show my ID to pick up the order. She goes, oh, that's wonderful. Kind of like, so what? I'm not going to help you still. And the whole time, she didn't realize the lady's on speaker and she could hear the whole interchange. Sal went and got the store manager. She wasn't very helpful either, was she?
She's saying that she needed all the stuff that Jay already had.
Which I had the order.
We have that.
I have
now go and talk to her.
So anyhow, completely unnecessary big flap in the store for a $10 item that was already prepaid and sitting there. Which she finally gave us reluctantly. So anyhow, just wanted to share that with you. Has anybody else had a similar problem? But this was the Camping World in Burlington, Washington. FYI. I've never had a problem there before. I've been in there, bought stuff before. Sorry, it's really windy. I don't know if you can hear that. But,
Rebecca, right?
Rebecca. Thank you.
Thank you. You're awesome.
It's like when you work in customer service, I've worked in customer service before. Sometimes you gotta smile and, even if the customer's being rude. I was not rude. I just was flabbergasted. I'm like, are you kidding me? Anyhow, and she was just immediately snap-rich. She was, okay, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She's probably having a bad day or something. But still, it was unprofessional. So anyhow, I mean, we're seeing a lot more of that in today's world. Nobody really wants to work, and anyhow, everybody wants a handout, it seems, or something. Anyhow, when you work in customer service, you got to put a smile on your face, and if there is nothing you can do, at least get your manager or something. Do something. Don't be rude and condescending in front of other customers in the store. Completely